Yo guys, this is Changeef, and New Jersey Collecticon has ended a few days ago, and I'm back. And I wanted to make a follow-up video, because I made a video before where it talks about my goals, my plans, what cards I wanted to buy from New Jersey Collecticon. And I just wanted to make a video to see if I succeeded or if I failed. Alright. As I'm grabbing these cards, I just want to say for my first Collecticon, it was overwhelming is like the best term to use. I'll get more into it like towards the end of the video, but let's start with cards, what everyone wants to see. Alright, first off, non-Pokemon One Piece cards. Originally, I wanted to go and find an SP card. This was like day 2, and I told my friends I want SP cards because the textures are amazing on them. I ended up picking up this one because this has Ado, which it's such a cool, I loved her singing voice in this movie, and it's turned me into an Ado fan, and I just wanted one because it's, at least for me, it was hard to find this card anywhere else. Like the SPs you find everywhere, like the mangas you find everywhere, but like event-specific promos and unique stuff like this from One Piece Day, you just don't see that often, and I just immediately went to grab it. Alright, we got that. Alright, now these three, the first thing I did when I went was I waited in the jar truck line. And just because he's like one of the few vendor videos that I constantly watch and look forward to. Not sure why, to be honest. I love the editing. I love the music jingle gets stuck in my head, and just the general editing, the sound effects, Eevee laughing. It's just a great time to watch. But you know, I wanted to meet him, and I also, this was part of a trade because I just wanted to make a deal with him, right? So this is not what I traded him because I have multiple copies, but I traded him, I believe he took a Reshiram 9, 1 Pikachu Radiant Collection, and 2 raw versions of the Reshiram. And in return, I got some cash back, and this one I just wanted it because it's a cool gold card. This one is one of the illustration rares, art rares that I needed. And Venusaur, I still don't have the SIR. Oh no, what am I talking about? I have them now. But I've always wanted the SIRs of the 3 final evolutions, and I'm only missing Charizard because they're always just way too expensive for me. And now I see the prices matching up with English and Japanese. And I was like, I think now might be the time to jump in because I don't see English dipping lower than Japanese. I've got these in trades, and I think $200 cash. So this is nice. This was like my first big kind of trade, I guess. What's really cool about this is I think I made a play on this in December of last year or something, where I just bought, the play was look at old 10s that are too expensive, low pop, and then buy the 9s that there was a huge price difference. So when the 10s shot up and it was like just unattainable it would basically remove a bunch of buyers because it's unobtainable. People go for the 9s and they will go up. And I bought a bunch of these for like 70 to 80, and then one for 100. And now I basically sold them for or traded them for value of 300 or 325. So these kind of saved me. So I have 2 of these, and then I traded 2 of these during the show. One I traded for something else as well. Let's continue. Oh, by the way, these are the first few cards that I'm going to show you. They're personal collection stuff that I bought for my personal collection. Another one is this. I love Nidoking, and I saw the English one for 40, and I was like, this is a pretty cool, I love action shots and stuff. So I was like, this is a pretty cool card. And then I found a Japanese stall, or a stand that sells a lot of unique Japanese cards. And I found this, and this was way cheaper, so I was like, I'll just pick it up. Another one I picked up was Fruit Eevee. I just wanted one. The only thing now is, now that I'm collecting both English and Japanese, man, the textures on English suck compared to Japanese. And now I kind of want one in Japanese. And then I got the other big boy, Blastoise. So I have that kind of set completed. I think I want to buy more copies, but I did spend a lot, so we'll see. So overall, this is a personal collection, so it's, you know, doesn't really have anything related to what I was hunting for specifically. So we'll move on to that. Oh yeah, I traded a Split Earth Japanese Raikou 10 for and then some cash for the Dragon Ball Z manga box, because I was like, oh, that's interesting to me. And these are just some of the polls that I got. I liked opening this because it was all manga and nostalgic. Okay. Gohan's just dead. Yeah, this is a cool little side thing that I got. I really enjoyed opening it. Alright, let's move on to the graded stuff. Or the stuff I bought and was trying to hunt to grade. You know, like I talked about celebrations, and I think the Angry Magikarp. Let me tell you, the amount of cards, vendors marking up cards to an insane amount. Like, you made, like, some of them use like 20% to 30% markups. It was insane. It was really hard. Like, I was fighting for deals to get stuff to market price, which was it was just rough to do. And also, like, finding gradable versions of cards, I felt like no one had any like hidden gradables for the most part. First off, let's go with these were the ones I managed to pick up. And these two are the failures that I got. This one looked pretty clean, centering and stuff. But I realized that on one end there was like a little bump, like a sand got pressed into it or something, and there was like a few scratches here and there. So I couldn't catch that with the lighting in the showroom. This one, I was making a play on some Misty Psyducks. There's just too much silvering, and the cornerings are just like just 3 little like whitening bits, and I just wasn't sure if this would even get a 9. I might take a look at it again, but it just didn't look right to me. All right, these are the ones that I think are passable, and I'll have to take another look again once I go through the final stages. But Pikachu Zekrom, really clean. Miraidon EX. This is the first time I actually went pretty big on buying like more expensive singles to kind of grade. I usually, like, back in the day, I only really put money out until like maybe 20, like 30, sub 30 bucks cards. Misty Psyducks. This one of them was pretty clean. Managed to find a Mimikyu Pokemon Center card. I know these have dropped, but I still believe in the Mimikyu and Pokemon Center. Like, this went so high before that I think I'll grade this and hold it in the future. This Kingdra Trainer Gallery looks pretty nice. I think, yeah, it's just such a cool like action card. Articuno from Journey Together looks pretty good. Miriam, I want more of these cards because I think this is the coolest designed poster looking like graphic card trainer. It's just so unique compared to the other trainers, and you just kind of gotta go with like your favorites, right? Gardevoir Shiny from Paldean Fates look pretty nice. I think there's like one small corner dot here, sorry for the dust, but I think I want to take a risk. Now this is, I'm thinking about this. I bought an I'm trying to make, this is the one thing that I kind of succeeded in. I found this Emmett Selk search foil that I wanted to potentially grade. We'll see though. We'll see. I kind of want to wait until there's more info out on graded cards, because right now a lot of these search foils are dropping a bit. I'm still trying to make a play on the Emmett Selks though. I need to buy more of the showcase stuff. But yeah, those are the not too much, but that's also because like I couldn't find anything really, a lot of gradable stuff. Like, oh my god, I found an angry Magikarp that just didn't look good enough to buy to grade, and I was like, well, next time. I only found one the whole show. And then I also found a Japanese 25th anniversary Shining Magikarp, and that guy had it at $100, which is, I'm sure it went up, but currently I think the PSA 10 is $110. So I'm like, that's too much of a markup if you're just selling at a PSA 10 value. I get like a premium on, like a little bit of a premium on cards, but if you're selling a raw for the same amount as a PSA 10, that's a little like sketchy there. All right, for the big one, I traded another one of these to add on to buying another EV Heroes box. I'm making a light play on this because I'm talking to some people and just, you know, thinking about stuff, but I just think that looking at the counterpart of Evolving Skies and how it's moved and how this box didn't really move at all comparatively, whereas the cars themselves are almost like catching up to each other. I don't know, it just didn't really make, I just feel like this box has room to grow and people are just ignoring it because everyone wants the gold and a lot of people are focusing on modern. I don't know the reason, to be honest. And asking people, I've asked people online and they said, you know, like Japanese just doesn't sell well or do well in the future. But I just think that this is a better buy for me just because like this is such Evolving Skies is such an iconic set in the sense where I think it'll be remembered from years and years and years later. And I think this will also add to that too, being like, I guess, the sister of that set. Plus, this is a cute box. This has all the evolutions. Like, if anything, this can be an amazing collector's item. I know some people have like the gym chest, which is okay. I think this one looks cooler, and it's I guess it's more biteable for now. So how I got this was like I traded the Reshiram for it, and then I did a flip. Originally he wanted like 460 for it, and I asked him, I was like, hey, can you do 400? And he said, hey, you want to do a flip for 400 to 460? And I was like, I'm down with that. And he's like, oh, do you want to do it for like 0, double or nothing? And I was like, hell no, I'm not like that. That's too nerve-wracking for me. So I did this, and then he asked me to see the slab. So I showed him this, and he valued it at 325 or so. So we did the coin flip, and I won, and I got this. I had to pay only $75 in cash, which, if you factor I bought this or the one I traded for 100, I basically spent 175 on this, which is pretty good. So I'm happy. But yeah, that was what I got at, you know, Collecticon. And man, it's still a lot to me. I'm still like slowly growing to be able to spend more, like growing the business to be able to allow me to spend more. But Collecticon was fun. I got to meet a lot of people that I've been watching for months, you know. Let's get this binder here. You know, at first I got to meet, like, just walking around Poke Chloe and Poke Dean, which I just see their vending videos and I watch them, and it's just interesting to see like the Pokemon space in the UK and how it functions and works. And it's just such a cool, like, interesting way they have their vendor set up. It's like a store POV, I guess. I met Randolph, Pokevav, and KB Pokemon. I watched them because I watch their Japan videos because, like, that's something where I deal in Japanese cards, so I'm always interested in how that works. I met Pack Battle, and I just told them that, like, I actually met one of my good friends in the collecting space, or I reunited, I guess, with one of my old college friends from seeing him walk by in one of his shorts. It's kind of funny. I can't move the camera there, but I got some signatures from Jarchump and his bro. Meeting them was awesome. They're just chill and cool and just willing to talk about, you know, the hobby and cards and games and stuff like that. And then I got the signature from the James voice actor. Apparently, I didn't know this because I'm dumb and don't really follow that world. This is the new or newer James voice actor, because the older one died, and then I found out that Jesse also passed away, but now I'm not sure if that's the original Jesse or the new Jess. I don't know anymore, but all I know is it's impossible to complete this now because I wanted both their signatures. So it's still cool, but it's a very bittersweet signature now. Other than that, CollectCon was great. Overwhelming, like I said. There was just too many things to look at, too many stores, so many cards, just so much. And day one was hot, humid, and terrible, so crowded. Sunday was cooler, a lot less people, and just had a bit more of a chill atmosphere where I like a lot of the cards I found I was able to buy on day two because it was just easier to walk around, look through cards, had the time, and didn't feel like I was melting alive in there. But yeah, I don't know. That was me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I figure out what I want to do more in the future. I think I'm getting the hang of like trusting myself in certain plays and just, you know, figuring this shit out. But, you know, same thing as always. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy, a Pokemon game fan that got into cards 6 months ago and is just trying to sell some stuff. Alright, peace out. I don't really have an ending intro.